Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot. And just to let you know, I've got a virus, so I'm apologising now if I cough or splutter, because that happens sometimes. Okay, so we'll go to the board now and pick a number now between 1 and 5, and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, so you can have more than one number if you would like. Pick as many numbers as you would like. If you have more than, say, 2, though, that's a lot to think about. Okay, so we're doing card number 1. Card number 1, and I like to close my eyes, see what I can see. All right, there's a window here in front of me in spirit. It's like I'm approaching it from a different angle, so I'm approaching it from the side. So this is a window of opportunity. Windows are only open for a set period. So an opportunity is likely to come up fairly soon where you have to approach it from a different angle. Maybe it's not what you had in mind originally, but you know, if you can adapt and be flexible, you can take advantage of it. The card that comes up is, this is the 5 of Swords. It's about being dominated. Okay, so it's a very, quite a restrictive sort of energy. Sometimes it's your own thoughts that are running you around in circles, like overthinking things. And it's making your life a misery, actually. But there is a solution to this at an appropriate time if you approach this problem from a different angle, okay? So it's basically making you more submissive, your ego more submissive to a so-called superior energy. Now, sometimes this does come in the form of a person, so it could be in a relationship, it could be your boss, it could be your parents, it could be your children telling you what to do, okay? But just as I said before, be adaptable and creative, and you can find a solution to this. See, there's a large pair of secateurs up here, and there's also a sword here. You can think your way out of this issue and cut off any extraneous energies from the past that might be holding you in this restrictive, limited manner, okay? So, yeah, it's not a pleasant thing, but it is pleasant to think that you could be free of this. All right, so number 2. Congratulations in order. Maybe it's like I see 2 brass cups sort of clinking together, goblets clinking together, and it's like here's to such and such. So it's a very positive sort of energy, and it's almost like an agreement has been reached. Maybe there's a new relationship, or it could be personal or business, but there's some sort of success here. 2 cards came out. Okay, so this first one is the 2 of Wands. So there's a situation coming up where you can be free. You might have been restricted in some way, but now it's very easy to step out of that if you take some action. And hopes and dreams, the 9 of Cups as well. So the universe is hearing everything that you're asking for. It's really important for you to stay practical and to take action. Both these cards require that you take action. It's not just about thinking about it and feeling the feelings. You actually have to be practical with it. You could be feeling more motivated than usual to step out of an old situation. So, you know, creativity is really important now, and you just might be able to, you know, find a new opportunity. Okay, so quite positive. Number 3, card number 3. What do I see for you? I see a microphone here in your hand. It's about public speaking, speaking out, getting your message out in the world. Of course, I'm reminded in the zodiac of the sign of Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, and so new beginnings around getting your voice out into the world. I'll just close my eyes. There's something else. Oh, okay. And associated with that, there's an escalator here. Once you make the start, there's some sort of hesitancy to doing it. Once you make the start and you get on that escalator, it will carry you to where you want to go, but you've got to step onto it in the first place. So there's some sort of hesitancy here. Maybe you've been burnt in the past and you're a bit nervous about starting again afresh on some new thing. This could even be something that you've been doing for a fair while, but you're having a radical revision, or you're going to change it substantially in some way because what you were doing before didn't work out. Okay, so the card that comes out, I'll go with that one for number 3, is the Six of Cups. This is going to bring great abundance to you, and it's more about the feelings of joy and happiness, but there's also likely to be some money involved. You know, money might come to you as a result. There's a lot of green here. She's wearing green. That's associated with money, but it's also growth and development. For some of you, your family might be involved, or they might be supporting you in some way. We've got all of these trees back here in the forest. It's the family tree. And then this focus on this woman and the tree. So that a tree can represent yourself. Okay, so in some way, it might even be like you're stepping out apart from your family and you're doing something that nobody in your family has done before, and that can bring up sort of mixed feelings, because some people in your family won't appreciate that. They'll think you're getting too, obsessive about it. Like anything, when you start anything, it requires a lot of, work. There's very few of us who win the lotto. Well, mind you, I often wondered if I would win it, because I have literally known about 6 First Division winners that have won millions of dollars. So many people. I've known so many people that have even won lotteries as well, but not me. And that might be something to do with the fact that I don't even enter them. My husband does, though. Yeah, but I just couldn't even be bothered. Yeah. And so this is going to bring you great emotional happiness, these changes that are coming up, even if you're hesitant to take that first step. Okay, take it. Okay, you'll take it when the time is right. Number four. Okay, what's this? Oh, wow, this is a bit of a slog. I don't know if you've been trekking up a mountain ever, but this is what I'm seeing for you. So there's stairs here, there's a railing, and I can feel it, and it's just walking up those stairs. There's so many of them, like hundreds and hundreds of steps, hundreds and hundreds of action steps to accomplish this goal, this challenge. But if you give up, you'll never get there. So I would say keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't give up. You can rest at different locations. I mean, there's nothing that says you must do it by a certain date. The card that comes up is the Nine of Pentacles. This is great creativity, especially to do with your money, or perhaps to do with some physical attribute, maybe your body, or maybe even your home. But you've got creativity unlike anybody else. Nobody else can do it the way that you can do it. You'll end up being quite content with your financial accomplishments in the long run, and whatever you achieve in the outside world, you'll be quite content. Okay, so that's good news. I would just say don't get so over involved with the outside world that you neglect the inner world. But the creativity is coming from the inner world, so it's really important to stay in touch with that. See, she's got a parrot here that she's made out of the fabric, so that's just sort of emphasising the creative aspect. That colour I do associate with Michael the Archangel, that sort of blue. So there is a sort of spirituality in your creativity, if that makes sense. Number five, what do I see? Anybody got any skin issues? I just got an itchy left arm when I said that. And so like itchiness could be something to do with what you're eating, maybe eating too much. If you're in America particularly, the food is just laced with poisons, you know, like artificial ingredients. And everybody, well, not everybody, that's not correct. A lot of people are getting very sensitive to these chemicals, and so you may need to change your diet if you pick card number 5. Okay, what else do I see? Because that's not for everybody. What is this? It's like Jesus here in a white robe doing woodwork. Oh, well, that's of course he would be. He was a carpenter, wasn't he? This is a piece of wood that he's like cutting the end off, and he's going to make something out of it. So again, it's almost like number 4, the thought of creativity, carpentry, being associated with spirituality. Okay, so I don't see Jesus every day, so that was a bit of a surprise. So the card that comes out for number 5 is, again, money. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles really doesn't say whether it's positive or negative, but I tend to think it's more positive because of the green, growth and development. And again, this theme of doing something creative that's spiritual. With this one, it's like more, or it's less advanced than, say, number 4. So card number 4 was the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you've reached a sort of reaching a contentment from a project that you've already undertaken. This one is only a 2 of Pentacles, which means that there's these brilliant ideas coming through. Focus on money and getting your money in order and getting organised. Okay, so I think it's a positive card, but the traditional meaning does not say that. It's sort of like just some energy around money, but I think it's more positive than that. Number 2. And blue and a green, of course, is the heart chakra meets the throat chakra. And, you know, there's some sort of change with this. See the 2 coins? Change. So some sort of transformation that's going on with number 2. Okay, so we don't have any major arcana this week, which is very odd. So we've got swords, cups, wands underneath there, cups, pentacles. So it's mostly about focusing on your money, and it's also about feeling your feelings, okay, and using your feelings as fuel to get to where you want to go. All right, so that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I didn't even cough once. Woo! Leave a like and a comment, that would be fabulous. I've got changes coming up for the channel. I will do a little video about that when I get them all worked out. But yeah, I'll be making changes. You might have noticed my views going down substantially. Algorithm doesn't like me anymore. Not to worry, so I'll have to change and adapt. You know, you can't stay stuck in the past. Just because something was successful once doesn't mean you can just rest on your laurels, so I can't. So I need to make changes in the channel. I will do a video in the next week or so about what they will be. I've got some new ideas. I want to focus on really high quality content, and not that I haven't been doing that, but I've been doing horoscopes, and they take an enormous amount of time to do. So I will be stopping the monthly horoscopes as videos. I will still do an overview, but the individual ones I'll be stopping, but I'll be replacing that with topical videos. So I've got to work out a plan, man, but I'll come back to you with that very shortly and talk about how the channel's changing. Okay, have a great week, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.